every Wednesday morning. Bye. On the one day we have in the week to lie in.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Connor and I'm a fourth year medical student studying at King's College London. Today is a Wednesday. Wednesdays mean that we have no clinical placement. Wednesdays are set aside normally for sports and that sort of thing, but they're not currently happening, so we still get the day off, which means pretty much all of us spend the day revising. And I thought I'd take you with me. Library, most important thing, laptop, which is where I do all of my studying. I then like to have my iPad and Apple Pencil, because then I can take some written notes, that sort of thing, and the iPad works really well as a second screen. I always have a little notebook with me, wherever I go, basically. Noise cancelling headphones is not actually that quiet in this hospital library. I have one pair of headphones. Second pair of headphones, I will have my AirPods with me, just in case those ones either die because I've forgotten to charge them or something. Now, I just need to make a flask of coffee so I can take it in, then head to the library. That looks incredible. Coffee's done, water bottle's done, bag packed, it's off to the library. Got out of the library, heading back to my flat now, which is just up there. Gonna make some lunch, probably watch a little bit of TV. I've just started watching Queen's Gambit. I do really enjoy watching a little bit of Netflix or something while I eat my lunch. Finished my lunch, it's now 4:30. I did spend a bit longer watching Netflix than I was supposed to, but you can't be productive all the time. And really, the worst thing I could do right now would be to beat myself up over having waited half an hour, because then that would just waste the rest of the time I have available. Instead, I spent the whole morning using the knowledge tutor section of PassMed, which I think I've spoken about before, but if you haven't used it, instead of whole questions, whether you have a whole patient and a vignette, you have very, very specific facts or very, very specific associations, which it just runs you through in a kind of Anki style spaced repetition sort of way. I like to use both things. I like to use as many different ways of learning as I can to try and force all of this knowledge into my head. There's a couple conditions which I know I'm not as happy about my knowledge as some other things, so I'm going to now spend about an hour or so going over those specifically. What I'm going to do is I'm going to write out as much as I know about that topic. Then I'm going to have a look at my other notes, my previously written notes, and compare the two. This is a really good way of revising if there's a topic that you know something about, but you know that you often forget certain things. Try and either mind map or just on a blank piece of paper, write out exactly all of the things that you need to know. So for medicine, for example, I'm going to be saying what the disease is. I might say a typical presentation, what the characteristic signs and symptoms are. Then we're going to talk about the investigations, any scoring systems that might be in place. So for example, for a deep vein thrombosis or the risk of a deep vein thrombosis, we'll be looking at the Wells score. Doctors are pretty obsessed with scoring systems, either for looking at severity or likelihood or mortality from a condition. This is a really good way of finding out if there's something that you're particularly weak on, and then you can go ahead and you can go and answer loads of questions, or you can go and use something else like flashcards to try and memorize whatever it is that you didn't understand.